We are live on a Tuesday. Welcome to Cooperville Live. Good to see you all. Trying a new thing. Trying this whole Eric Church, Howard Stern thing. Why not? There's no rules around here. There's no rules whatsoever. We can do whatever the fuck we want to do. Lots of stuff to get to today. Thank you all for jumping on and tuning in, being a part of the program. Don't forget to jump in the comments, chat about all the things. Lots of things to chat about today. Lots of stuff. I hope wherever you are doing well. I hope you are safe. I hope your family is well. I hope your family is safe. All those hopes for you. We are live on Facebook Live. We are live on YouTube. If you want to jump to the YouTube feed, just go to YouTube, go to your app. Go to your app on your phone. Search Cooperville. You can join on there. And on Twitch, download the Twitch app. It is free in the App Store and on Google Play. Free. Download Twitch. Search No Limit Cooper. Follow. You'll be a part of the magic every single day. So many things to get to today, and we'll get to all of them. Crazy day. Tiger Woods, man. Crazy. Tiger Woods involved in a rollover accident, single car rollover accident today. Sorry, my headphones keep on shorting out. There we go. Now I can hear myself. He's going to be okay, but it sounds like surgery on both of his legs happening as we speak. Got to imagine that means the end of Tiger Woods and his golf career. Though it's kind of been in shambles, minus one or two highlights since that whole thing happened. Since the Tiger Woods thing happened. Joe's in the house. Joe. Burr. Welcome. But it'd be tragic. He does not return to golf's greatest of all time, perhaps. Didn't quite reach Jack Nicklaus in the number of titles, but still. WS in the house. What's up? Watching on the Twitch. Thank you for watching on the Twitch. Need to get those Twitch views up. Start rolling a bunch of people on the Twitch and become an affiliate, and then they start like paying me money. I don't think it's much though. I don't think like you get to a point and then you're just making bank. I don't think that's it. But then they run ads and stuff before the stream, before you jump on the stream, and then I get like 13 cents or something. But hey, 13 cents, that's more than we're making right now. So get those beats back up. We got stuff to talk about before we jump into the news of the day. As you know, yesterday we joined Patreon. You can get exclusive stuff. We got a couple people at a few different tiers on the Patreon. We're just gonna plop that link up in the notes or in your comments of whatever you are watching on, whichever platform. Join the Patreon. 3 different monthly tiers to choose from. Exclusive access. We posted some photos today. Did some behind the scenes stuff before the show. A little video. Do stuff like that. And then eventually, all of the podcast audio is going to move over and be exclusively available to our Patreon family only. So, still be able to watch a live stream on a daily basis. We're going to do some cool stuff for our Patreons, including we can live stream, I think, from there. So we're going to do some live streams exclusively for our Patreon followers. So link again is in the comments wherever you're watching. It is in there, so you can click on it and become one. Too young to become a member? Yeah, it's okay. That's okay. Again, I'm just trying this whole thing out. It's like Eric Church, Howard Stern thing. Not hungover or anything because I worked all day. Got up, went for another run this morning. It's a beautiful morning. It was like 35. 35, and the sidewalks were clear. A little sloppy in some areas, but out before the sunrise, out running. Beautiful day. So this is just, I'm just trying this out. I'm just establishing something. So give it the old thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. All right. Again, that Patreon link is in the notes, in the comments of Facebook Live, of the YouTube, and of the Twitch. So feel free to join. Again, 3 different tiers to choose from, and you can help support the free speech revolution. That's true, Joe. You can be hungover and still go to work. It's true. That's not a lie. But I wasn't. Yeah. Just trying out a new look. All right. Let's get to what we got going on in the news today. Again, I mentioned the Tiger Woods thing at a couple minutes ago. Tiger Woods involved this morning, I believe, out in Los Angeles. He was involved in a single car rollover. It was just him. So he was the only one in the vehicle. He had to be extracted using the jaws of life, and that was the headline that came out. It first came out and it was like, Tiger Woods rollover crash. LA County Police or Sheriff's Department has to use jaws of life to get him out. And everybody's like, oh shit, that's never good. Ariel, welcome to the show. Welcome back. Good to see you. But then it came out like a couple minutes later, his I believe his manager came out and said he's alive. He's fine. He's not fine. He was currently at the time having surgery on both legs. There was some unconfirmed reports from, I think, either passersby or from some ambulance staff. Again, not confirmed, but saying both his legs were broken during the accident. That's not good. It's not good for an aging golfer who's already gone through many back surgeries. Really hasn't been himself or been the same golfer since the incident with his now ex-wife and the golf club and the whole apology thing. Like, the game kind of tanked after that, but had to come back, won the Masters a couple of years back. It's one of those things, though. When you're Tiger Woods, or when you're at that caliber of golf, and I know golf doesn't seem like it's a very excuse me, it's not the Rona. It doesn't seem like a very physical sport because it's not obviously the main ones. It's not football, it's not basketball, it's not baseball. But the tweaking and the power that those guys, lower back, legs, hips, I mean, the amount of power they have to generate with their swing. I mean, that's why you see a lot of these guys with back surgeries and hip issues, and it'll be tough. It'll be tough to see Tiger Woods back on the golf course again. I don't foresee it happening, but hey, he's a dad. So I think first and foremost, that's the most important thing, is that he's alive. He just, he may not be on the links anymore, at least in a professional manner. And my buddy Bobby Tripp, I saw on Facebook, he posted this, like, Tiger Woods is worth, like, I'm not sure if it was just a made up number that he put up there, but say he's worth $800 million. Like, why not get a driver? I think at that point, like, why not get somebody just to drive you around? Even if you're, for no other reason than, professional driver, take care of you A to B, get you just, hey, maybe he's British. Cheerio, get my car, bring it around. Take me to the A&P. I don't know. It's a good point, though, Bobby. It's a good point. If Bobby's watching. Yeah. Get your own driver, man. So when you see, like, when you see athletes, or you see artists or actors get, like, busted for DUI, you're like, get a driver. You got to have, like, a buddy from high school that is, like, looking for a gig. Yeah, just drive me around. I'm going to go drink. No, like they want to drive their fancy cars and it never made sense. Like just have somebody else drive. Call an Uber, you know? Make that person's night like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this celebrity is in my car. You know, post a photo with them on Insta, get home safe. But I'm not saying that Tiger Woods was under the influence at all. That's not what I'm saying. But get a driver, man. Just get a driver. Oh, this is pretty interesting. If you're a DC Comics fan, we kind of been talking about DC Comics a little bit as we referenced yesterday. The Snyder Joker image that came out was causing all sorts of controversy because of the Jesus pose that he was in and the fact that he had a crown of thorns on. But this is less controversial, which I guess is good. So if you're a DC Comics fan, so that would be the Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Aquaman, Cyborg, all the things. DC Comics is launching a podcast universe on Spotify, so exclusively available on Spotify. The publisher is working on 9 shows for Spotify, including shows about Catwoman, Wonder Woman, the Riddler, Batgirl, Superman, and Lois Lane, and more. Although DC creative director Jim Lee didn't give too much more information about what those shows will entail right now. So you're going to have what I would assume to be all of these different DC shows that could be, fan-based, talking about the different characters and different movies and different actresses or actors that have played these, who's the best, who's the worst. I mean, I think that's a great idea. No Spotify. Got to get that Spotify. I just have the free one, I just have the free one. But it's cool. You're seeing a lot of this, though. I think obviously it started with Rogan going over to Spotify and an exclusive deal. I think you have some iHeart. I think you have some iHeart podcasts that are exclusively available on the iHeart app, iHeart Radio app. So you've seen a lot of that. I saw, who was it? I know it was Obama and somebody else are doing a podcast together. Exclusively on Spotify. So Spotify is really doubling down on the podcast world. I know they are adding in the near future video capability. So you'll be able to do, live podcasts and have the video element. They're also going to add a comment section in so you can comment in real time, just like we do here. SoundCloud. That's Spotify. It's Spotify. Listen to all them DC comic podcasts. I think that's a great idea, though. There's enough fandom in the DC universe, I think, to be able, that warrants having a podcast, because I think you could have, and I'm not sure, it doesn't really specify how often they're going to do that, but I think you could definitely have like a weekly or a monthly hour, 2 hour long podcast strictly talking about one individual character. I think that'd be super cool. I didn't see Batman in here, though. I wonder if that's too controversial. Not that Batman, the character, is controversial, but you have a lot of varying opinions on Batman and who was the best to play him, and comic versus movie, different directors. Maybe he's just too controversial. Superman's getting one, though. Batman guy. I think that's on this side. There's a thing right there, a Batman pin behind me. Supposedly these are going to be launched, I believe, later this year. So that's cool. I'm excited. I if they get a Batman one, I'm in. I'll dedicate, and hopefully it's not like a daily thing, but if they do like one a month, I think that'd be great. I think in a month you could gain enough content to warrant an hour, 2 hours of chatter about a superhero. But DC Comics making the plunge, making a deal with Spotify. Exclusively available on Spotify. DC Comics Podcast Universe. It could be a series. So this could be something that just like lives in a short period of time. You know, maybe they do 5-10 episodes and then it's done. Maybe they revamp it and do it again another year or so. But it'd be interesting. I'm looking forward to that. What else was going on in the wide world of? Now this also came out yesterday. Ryan Reynolds is denying that he makes a cameo as Green Lantern in Justice League. Anybody watch Green Lantern, the movie? Yeah, Batman as well. I didn't mind. See, everybody, even Ryan Reynolds, hated his character, Green Lantern, and hated the movie. I mean, if you watch the end of Deadpool, or was it 2? Deadpool 1 or 2, where he I think it's 2, and he goes back and he finds himself reading the script, and then he shoots himself in the head for reading the script. As from Deadpool, referencing Ryan Reynolds taking the gig as Green Lantern. But there's some rumors going around because in the new Zack Snyder Justice League cut, which comes out in theaters, I believe, next month, a tantalizing tidbit from a Vanity Fair interview that Snyder did, he reveals that he reshot the ending and included a hero cameo that will blow hardcore fans' minds, which led many to speculate it could be Ryan Reynolds as Green Lantern. But then Ryan Reynolds took to Twitter to debunk that rumor, saying maybe it is, but it's not me. Yeah, it could be. I did read at some point they were talking about kind of a revamp of Green Lantern without Ryan Reynolds, which I don't think makes any sense because Ryan Reynolds is the best. But we'll have to wait and see. What is this? This was Daily Mail. Reynolds starred as the title character in Warner Brothers' 2011 Green Lantern film. A box office bomb, made $219 million worldwide. The film was on a $200 million budget. In movie terms, that was a big flop. I didn't think it was that bad. His tweet about the rumors that he could be him returning as Green Lantern, he says on Twitter, "It's not me, but what a cool pirate flag to cameo as Hal. Maybe it's another Green Lantern. But for me, the suit stays in the closet. I mean, the computer." I'm believing that's in reference to the fact that Ryan Reynolds hated the fact that the actual superhero costume for Green Lantern was all done CGI. Like none of it was actually like he was wearing it. It was all computer generated. So unfortunately, for those of you who are hoping for Ryan Reynolds to return as Green Lantern and or confirmation that Green Lantern was the cameo in the end of the Snyder cut of Justice League, you'll have to go and see it. You'll just have to wait. Jeez. I don't know. I mean, it's like I saw the preview, saw the trailer for the Snyder cut of Justice League. Yeah. I'll see. I think they have the deal with HBO Max. I probably won't make a theater trip for that, but maybe I think it is only HBO Max. So you can't go to the theater and watch it. You have to stay at home and watch it on HBO Max when that comes out in March of this year. Oh, let's see. What else is going on in the world of television and movies? Ewan McGregor. This is from Men's Health. Ewan McGregor is, if you haven't heard this already, Disney is doing a spin-off series of Obi-Wan Kenobi and bringing back Ewan McGregor to play Obi-Wan. Of course, he played Obi-Wan in not the first 3. Those would be the originals. But the second 3, the prequels, he was Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obviously, he mentored Anakin Skywalker. And now, what was that? Mid-2000s? I think those movies came out or started to come out. Now he is back as Obi-Wan Kenobi and training with Beachbody guru Tony Horton. Anybody's done the P90X stuff? Class starts at 8 today. So, yeah. I'm not sure what time it is in Malaysia, but C-dubs. Good. You get to get on the hang for a little bit longer. Ewan McGregor is working out with Tony Horton, the guy behind P90X. I've actually interviewed Tony Horton before, back in my radio days, when his, I believe, the second P90X came out. It was a great interview. Dude's hilarious. But Ewan McGregor is training with Tony Horton to get fit and get ripped and get in shape for Obi-Wan Kenobi, which I do not believe has started filming yet. I think they're currently on hiatus because of COVID. Not because of the Gina Carano fallout, but because of COVID. But he is indeed, they show a picture of him and Tony Horton. He's getting guns. Now, if I remember the movie correctly, or the original 3 movies correctly, there wasn't a whole lot of they got those Jedi robes on. So I don't know. I guess we don't see a lot of muscles. Maybe it's intense though. I'm guessing if they're doing a like Mandalorian was, which was, a new episode a week, a new near hour-long episode every week. I'm guessing that the filming schedule is pretty intense, because now you're not talking about a 2.5, 3 hour movie. You're talking about doing say you do 9-10 episodes in a season. It's 10 hours of actual show, but I'm sure many more hours of filming. And like I say, I don't know if he's long in the tooth. Does it say how old he is here? I think it does. Now, the prequel movie started coming out in 99 and 99 to 2005. So it's been a minute. But that's kind of cool. I do, as much as I've ranted about Disney Plus and Lucasfilm on this, and not being a huge fan of how they let go of Gina Carano and that whole sitch, and some hypocritical stuff with Pedro Pascal, and of course the Mulan thing. But it's tough. It's tough when you're a huge Star Wars fan. And man, we're talking about some geeky stuff today. We went DC Comics to Star Wars like that. But it's tough. It's tough to ugh. 7:20 a.m. 7:20 a.m. in Malaysia. Good morning. Good morning, Malaysia. Thank you for tuning in. Yep. Your comments on here. No worries. But it's going to be tough, when the new season of Mandalorian comes out, not to want to watch it. I think it's coming out this fall. Obi-Wan comes out, because I liked the first 3, or the prequels, I guess. I didn't mind him. I thought it was a great backstory, obviously very separate outside of the whole creation of Darth Vader thing and Luke and Leia. Besides that, it could have stood alone as a great trilogy story of the creation of the most feared Sith in the world. But it's gonna be tough not to watch that stuff. It's gonna be tough not to. I haven't renewed my Disney Plus subscription. I have no interest in WandaVision or anything like that. And man. I think we watched one episode and I was like, what the fuck is going on here? They're like, oh my God, it's so great. This is the best thing. I'm like, I don't know. It's not the best thing ever. But I guess we'll see. Yeah. A lot of things can happen over the course of the next 6 months. And it's going to be there's going to be some months of summer in there too. So you get distracted to do a bunch of fun stuff, and you'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's right, Mandalorian." You forget, like, "Oh yeah, that's right." I kind of hold a grudge against Disney Plus and Lucasfilm and ABC and ESPN and all the above. It's a subtle grudge, you know. The whole freedom of speech thing, the First Amendment, like it's pretty important, Somebody who I would say I talk for a living, but I talk. Watch a little Mandalorian. It's cool. It was great. I thought it was great. I was not expecting it to be as good as it was. I was perfectly fine setting down the whole Star Wars thing, reminiscing, going back and watching maybe the original 3. I thought Solo was great. I thought the last 3 were great. Even the prequels I thought were great. But I was okay living with those being like in the past. Like I just go back, when you need like a feel good movie or something to take you back and reminisce and kind of escape because you know exactly what's going to happen. You kind of mindlessly watch them. Like I was totally fine with that just being like, okay, cool. These are just things that exist. Like the Star Wars universe just exists as a distraction for whenever distraction is necessary. Then I was convinced to watch the first episode of Mandalorian. I was like, damn, this is good. Jon Favreau, I mean, brilliant. Brilliant. But it was be tough. Be tough to watch after the whole Gina Carano thing. Look at that. We reached 100 subs on YouTube. 100. Thanks, C-Dubs. Thanks for checking in on that before you get ready for class. 100 subscribers reached on YouTube in 2.5 weeks-ish, give or take. There was some on there before because obviously I had live streamed the podcast. And even before I started live streaming the podcast, we would just really send the audio straight to YouTube in case people wanted to listen, which is the thing. If you get YouTube Premium, I think you can actually, your phone can lock and you can still listen to the audio. So we had like a handful. I think 2 of them were my kid, so take those away. I think my Captain Coops account is where you get this glorious beard from. That Captain Coops. That's like Captain Coops, son. And sorry. I had 4 dislikes on this stream. Nice. We're not here to please everybody. We're not. We're just talking about DC Comics and Star Wars. Maybe people don't like Star Wars. Maybe they don't like the fact that I'm questioning Disney's firing of Gina Carano. I don't know. Maybe they don't like the sunglasses. I'm just trying it out. After the break, I'll take them off and we can get back to seeing each other eye to eye. It'll be great. I don't know. What the hell is right or what the heck? I guess it depends on what you mean by the H. It's fine. Not here to be loved by everybody. I'm sure we'll get into some controversy today with some of the topics that are on the table. A lot of stuff going on. This was interesting. There's some new dating terms that have arisen since COVID has come out, and this comes from this is from Forbes. So apparently, dating during COVID, people just probably Marvel fans. I think you're right, C-Dubs. Those Marvel fans. Hey, that's fine. I think that I love them both. I love DC and Marvel. We've had this conversation on this show. Why can't they could all just combine and make the most epic superhero movie ever? They really could. How awesome would that be? Batman and Iron Man fighting together. Bruce Wayne, like just hanging out. I love them both. So if you're hating on this video on YouTube, which I have 4 dislikes so far, or I guess that would be thumbs down. I love Marvel too. I think Marvel should start their own podcast. Do a Tony Stark podcast. That'd be pretty badass, I think. I'm all for it. No hating. Ain't no hating. So apparently there's as I get back to the story, people keep on jumping on. Channel is great. Hey, I'm here to inspire. Thank you, Ariel. C-Dub's got to go to class. Go learn. Go get educated. Go get smart. Be smart. So there's this thing going around, which is now a thing. Getting Fauci'd is apparently a new COVID-19 coronavirus dating term. Getting Fauci'd. A new F word when it comes to dating, and it rhymes with ouchie. Anthony Fauci, MD, director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, has become a verb without even knowing it. Apparently, when you Fauci someone, you don't date the person because he or she is not taking COVID-19 or COVID-19 precautions seriously enough. For example, you may be Fauciing him because he claimed that COVID-19 coronavirus is a hoax. There's nothing more than the common cold. Or perhaps you Fauci'd her because she's posting selfies while maskless in a mosh pit. Where the fuck is she going to get in a mosh pit? Where are you at? Where are you at where they're doing shows with mosh pits? I want to know because I want to go. Let me know. Sorry that all rhymed. Didn't mean to turn this into a Dr. Seuss based YouTube channel, or Twitch channel. Didn't mean to. So getting Fauci'd is now a thing. So getting Fauci'd is if you if you don't date somebody because they're not taking it seriously enough. Yeah. I lucked out. I wasn't taking it that seriously, apparently. So I didn't get Fauci'd. Oh yeah, that's the name of the fucking game, C-Dubs. Even though you shouldn't, because you're in school. Well, you're virtual, so you're fine. That's great, though. I mean, I'm glad that at least we're having some fun with this, you know? Like getting Fauci'd is a thing. Who would have thought? Of all the things that we've had to put up with over the last almost a year, masks and lockdowns and shutdowns and businesses closing, now a new dating term called getting Fauci'd is the thing. These are the times we live in. These are the times we live in, people. Again, minus my 4 haters on the YouTube right now. If you do like the show and you want more and exclusive stuff, we're going to be doing a bunch of audio and video and a bunch of posts and a bunch of cool, like, you know, you'll know the guests before they come on, that whole kind of stuff before we post it on social media. You'll get it first. You can join our Patreon, which we just launched the other day, and just toss that link up in all of the comment sections on each of the pages. So click on the link, go and check out our Patreon page. And if you'd like, if you want to subscribe and become part of the free speech revolution, please feel free to go on there and join up. And whatever tier you want to be at, again, a lot of exclusive stuff. We posted some pictures and some videos already today for our Patreons, or our patrons, I believe they're called. Our patrons. That's it. Okay. Posted a bunch of stuff on there already. We're going to continue to do that. And then eventually the audio of each live stream will be exclusively available only for our patrons on our Patreon page. So again, the link is in the comment section of wherever you're watching. I guess it'd probably be down below. Or maybe it's over to the side over here. Maybe it's over there, depending on how you're watching. Click on the link, check out our Patreon page, and please join the revolution. Lots of stuff we got going on. What else is happening? What else is happening in the world? I love a good story when you get things that you're not expecting. Isn't that fun? Like, oh, I wasn't expecting this. This is great. It really brightens your day, doesn't it? You're so happy. Like you get something in the mail. Like I get some supplements in the mail, and like last month, they sent me like an extra bottle of this immune boost stuff, which I'm a huge fan of. It's got all the good things in there to keep your immune system super healthy. It's got the zinc and it's got the magnesium, and add a little vitamin D in there, vitamin C, ready to take on the day. So I get this stuff, and they sent me like an extra bottle of it. They're like, "Hey, thanks for being a great patron of our products. And so I got an extra one. I'm like, wasn't expecting that. This is great. Gets me ahead of the month. I mean, I did go on and like cancel my next month's order of that. So I'm like, I don't need this. I can't take too much. But it was unexpected. This wasn't unexpected, but probably not in the way that I felt when I got the unexpected bonus of of some additional immune boost supplement last month. Probably not the same. The story comes from Fox News. HelloFresh apologizes to customer who allegedly found a bottle of urine with their meal kit. So HelloFresh is this like a meal prep service kind of thing. So you go on their website, I'm sure, and you pick out like, ooh, I liked, I think this is the one. Is that the one? Some of them have like the meals that are already prepackaged, ready to go. Nobody does it better than my guys at Midwest Meals, midwestmeals.com. Shameless plug for my buddy Dan Beck. But I'm not sure if HelloFresh does like the meals that are packaged, or if they just like send you the ingredients so you can make this stuff at home. You know what I mean? Like I want to make chicken tetrazzini, and they send you all the stuff, and then you make it. Regardless, it's a food delivery service. You can order stuff on their website. So HelloFresh has apologized to a customer who alleges to have found a bottle of urine included inside his delivery box. They claim the culprit doesn't work at the company, however. The customer first shared the news of the pungent package on Sunday morning after opening up a box containing his HelloFresh meal kit. Okay, so it's a meal kit. So you get like the individual, like you get the chicken, and then you get the seasoning, and you get the other shit to go with it. Okay, that's how it works. Okay, got it. Yeah, ingredients. See, there you go, Troy. HelloFresh. This was. I'm hoping that the bottle of urine was not like, oh, you just pour. It's it's fine. Just pour a little bit of piss on it. No, that wasn't exactly how it happened. So he reports this on Sunday morning after opening his box containing his meal kit. He later tweeted out a photo of the offending item, a Coca-Cola bottle that appeared to be filled with urine. He asked HelloFresh UK, okay, so this happened over in the UK, if they knew why he might have received, quote, someone's bottled up piss with my order. Again, he's British. They can say that kind of stuff. He also acknowledged that HelloFresh might not be directly responsible, but rather the delivery driver who dropped off the package. The man later told Fox News that he initially dismissed the incident as an unfortunate accident and went on with his day, as there are far bigger things going on in the world. But the tweet blew up, and soon HelloFresh responded and apologized. He says, quote, I didn't think so many people would take it as seriously as they have done. HelloFresh has since released a statement publicly apologizing for the incident and confirming that they offered an appropriate goodwill gesture to the man. How about a box of food without piss in it? That would be great. That sounds amazing. They go on to say, this is from HelloFresh, they are horrified and sorry that the customer received the offending item. Given the wholly unacceptable nature, we have investigated this situation and found the box was left at our facility fully sealed, having passed all internal checks. We are urgently investigating how an open box with this bottle in it was delivered out with our delivery partner. They are working hard and doing everything they can to ensure this cannot happen again. So what they're saying is that somehow between sealed box of ingredients to delivery guy to dude's house, a bottle of a empty Coke bottle. Well, it was not empty. It did not have soda in it, or soda or pop, whichever you're into. It contained some human urine. Like, I get, like, if you're a delivery driver and maybe you don't have time to make a stop and you gotta kind of make do with what you got. 5 likes? I don't know. I'm not watching on YouTube. I'm watching on my stream page. But like I get it. Like if you have like a long trip and there's nowhere to go, or you can't make it, emergency situation. Okay, oh look, I got an empty bottle. I'm gonna make this work. But how from that does this bottle end up in somebody's box of HelloFresh food and then delivered to their door? Like, do you forget, like, I'm just going to set this here right now, and I'll be right back. Yeah, probably a disgruntled employee trying to make the company look bad. They say it was sealed when it left the building, but again, how do you confirm that? Maybe the delivery driver didn't like the dude he was delivering to. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, I hate that guy. He's an asshole. I'm going to show him. But apparently that guy doesn't want to be employed because eventually they're going to catch up to it. Like, if the police get involved, they're probably going to test the urine and be like, hey, delivery guy, nah, come here. I need you to pee in this bottle. We're going to test it. C-dubs. In Malaysia, we pee in the drain when there's no toilet around. Yeah. Makes sense. That's an unsuspecting gift that maybe you're not super duper excited to get. Gonna make myself some chicken tetrazzini tonight. It's gonna be what the is that? That does not look like cola. Does not look like cola. But again, hey, speaking of odd things found in odd places, I'm gonna find out where that's served. I just did the HelloFresh one. Here we go. This happened in Arizona, great state of Arizona. Parents in Arizona found more than 5,000 pills that are believed to be fentanyl in a toy they purchased for their daughter, officials say. Again, the story comes from Fox News. So there's another unexpected surprise that you probably don't want, right? Like, the pills were found in a sandwich bag inside of a glowworm that was purchased at a thrift sale outside of Phoenix. The Phoenix Police Department wrote in a tweet on Sunday. The parents called the authorities and handed over the drugs to officers. Yeah, it's a glowworm. It's one of those. I think I had a glowworm back in the day. It's like a green, like stuffed animal, but it's got like a hard head, and if you squeeze it, it lights up. I had one of those. I had a couple of those as a child. They must have gotten this they couldn't, obviously they didn't buy this new because I don't think those things have been made in years. Police didn't disclose how the stuffed doll ended up at a thrift store. Okay, so it was a thrift store, or which store it was purchased at. Officials, however, issued a warning to inspect all open and used items before purchasing them. Well, thank God they did. Thank God they did. Buy this little glowworm. It's probably parents that are like my age. And they're like, oh, nostalgia. Like, I remember having one of these when I was a kid. Super cool. Our kid will love this. You squeeze it in, it lights up. It's like a night light and a glowworm, and it's cuddling. Yeah. I bet the batteries were dead, right? Like, oh, we just need some new batteries. They open up I think it had a little little Velcro thing on the back. You open it up, put batteries in it. Huh. 5,000 pills that are believed to be fentanyl. The highly deadly drug, fentanyl. It's a good thing that child has good parents, not ones that are like illegally opportunistic. Like, I have an idea. You take these 5,000 fentanyl pills, I'll buy you a real glowworm. Life-size one. Again, unsuspecting things. Yeah, it's illegal here in the banned. It's banned here too. That is not just something that people just have. It's not something people just have. Oh, lots more to get to. We'll take a short break here, but when we come back, we will get to a lot of things, including but not limited to millennials slamming Gen Z for fashion, beauty, and emoji preferences. This was a big story. I saw this on a couple different news outlets that the millennials are bashing Gen Z because Gen Z is bashing millennials, and millennials have better comebacks. And I'm not a millennial, so I don't know. I'm Gen X, baby. I'm on the verge though. I'm 80, so I'm on the verge. Gen X and millennial, but we'll get to some of those. We'll get to Tom Brady speaking out for the first time on that Lombardi Trophy toss that people were all pissed off about, and why we're going to start using ecstasy to treat alcoholism. All that's coming up after the break. Stand by. And we're back on the live show. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in wherever you are watching. It is appreciated. Facebook Live on the Welcome to Cooperville page. Cooperville on YouTube, which we did reach 100 subs today, 100 subscribers. So thank you to all of you who are subscribing on the YouTube channel. Really appreciate that. Growing the empire. And also on Twitch. That is twitch.tv/No Limit Cooper. Or if you have the Twitch app, I encourage you to search No Limit Cooper and follow and watch on there as we're growing things on Twitch as well. So super duper fun stuff. I thank you all for tuning in. Again, we got that Patreon link. If you want to join, get exclusive content, you can join. You can join whichever tier works out best for you. And yeah, be a part of it. The link is in the comments of whatever platform you're watching on. We just posted it again on the YouTube, on the Facebook, and on the Twitch. So click the link, join our Patreon, and get exclusive content. Again, all the audio will be going up there starting in the next couple of weeks. So you'll be able to watch the live show and then listen to it. You'll get updates on guests before they are announced on our social media pages and much, much more. Behind the scenes stuff, you can see what the studio looks like. Obviously, you can see I got my vanity light. It's reflecting in my Chief sunglasses. I'm kidding, they're shady Rays, I believe. I can't afford those Ray-Bans like Eric Church can. He's got that good money. Got that good money, Eric Church does. This is from Fox News. There is an intergenerational war going on, but this time it is not between baby boomers and millennials. Nope. It's actually between millennials and Gen Z. Their current dispute involves each group's differing fashion and beauty choices. Gen Z, which is said to include those who were born from 1997 to 2012, according to the Pew Research Center, appear to be favoring loose-fitting clothes and symmetrical hairstyles per viral TikTok videos. Always a good source of information. In other words, these under 25 trendsetters are sick of skinny jeans and side-parted hair, which have been highly favorited by millennials who were born from 1981 to 1996. Millennials are not taking the online mockery they are receiving from their younger counterparts very well. Some have even fired back with tweets that rebuke these changing trends. This one's actually pretty good. I gotta give it to this poster. Quote, Gen Z doesn't realize yet that what started off as regular jeans in your 20s often become skinny jeans in your 30s entirely on their own, joked comedy writer and children's book author Jill Twiss on Valentine's Day. A more recent tweet from the editor-in-chief of Baltimore Magazine, Max Weiss, expressed resistance to the style change from a financial perspective. He says, quote, I've always been a fan of bell-bottoms, so I resisted skinny jeans for a long time. Now I have a closet full of skinny jeans. Weiss playfully wrote on Monday, not only do I like the way they look, they were a freaking investment. You'll take my skinny jeans from my cold, dead thighs, Gen Z. Even YouTuber Colleen Ballinger pled with Gen Z to leave high-waisted jeans alone, despite the younger demographic having already expressed a preference for low-rise pants. She says, oh, dear God, please don't let low-rise jeans come back. Please, Gen Z, don't do it. They looked bad when we wore them in the early 2000s, and they look bad now. I'll give you my side part and my skinny jeans. Just don't take my high-waisted jeans, please. Intergenerational battle going on about pants. I don't get it. Though I do have to say, and again, I'm a Gen Xer. I'm at the tail end of Gen X. You know, according to some research firms, I'm actually a millennial, but let's be honest, I'm not. I own 100 black t-shirts. Right. And I have more hoodies, and I have like one look, you know, it's usually a cap and sunglasses and a hoodie and a pair of black jeans. Occasionally I throw some blue in there, a little blue, Apparently brings down my eyes. Then I cover them up. So it's kind of, it's false advertising. But the high-waisted jeans thing, like I don't get it. Maybe I'm not meant to get it. I'm probably not meant to get it. Maybe it's a subject I shouldn't touch on as a Gen Xer and as a male. Like that's the whole high weight, like up to here. Like what is it? Like what's going on? I feel like you pay extra for all that material that's between your rib cage and your waist. Like what is that? What's going on there? I do feel like that does feel like more of a millennial thing now. A younger millennial, perhaps. See it all the time. I'm like, what is? It's like, you put your pants on, you just keep pulling them up. You just keep pulling them up. Just keep. Next thing you know, you're wearing a onesie, which I'm okay with. Like, hey, if you're comfortable, that's what fucking matters, right? You want to have skinny jeans? Fine. Low rise or high rise pants? Fine. Bell bottoms? I don't care. There was kind of a weird bell bottom thing that remember like boot cut jeans became like a thing for a while, right? Like I remember out rocking boot cut jeans, and then I like would buy a pair, and like, but the next time I go to look at them, I'm like, it feels like the boot cut is becoming larger. Like it's inching towards bell bottomy. But I think that's kind of past, right? The boot cut jeans, low rise boot cut jeans. Yep. I think it's gone. That's straight leg that shit now. Straight leg Levi's, man. I'm old school like that. I don't need no glittery decorations on my ass. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that going on. See a lot of it. I have questions about it. Bedazzled jeans. That I don't get. But again, if you're comfortable in them, you like bead studded horseshoes on your butt, do you? Be happy. Be happy. I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying it's not my personal style. I don't have a look. Just a hoodie. Simple works for me. But it's good to see that at least for now, the millennials have taken their sights off of the boomers. Like the boomers have maybe had enough, So now it's the millennials fighting the battle against Gen Z. So I mean, maybe there's a silver lining in there, The intergenerational war now is raging only between Gen Z and the millennials. I don't know, man. It's tough to talk to. I'm not my kid's Gen Zer, man. And luckily, he's on the low end. He's 10, but man, Gen Z's tough. It's a tough one. That is a tough one. I mentioned that we're going to talk about this. This, according to the Daily Mail, ecstasy could be used to treat alcoholism, according to a new study. Apparently, because it allows addicts to confront their past, the study suggests. During a trial led by a team at Imperial College in London, alcohol addicts were given controlled doses of the Class A drug, also known as MDMA, during 2 psychotherapy sessions. Before the therapy, they had been drinking an average of about 130 units per week. 9 months later, 21% of those who had taken the MDMA therapy were still consuming more than 14 units of alcohol per week, compared with 75% of people who had sought standard NHS care. So there was a significant drop in how much they were consuming after they confronted their past because of the use of MDMA. Researchers believe the drug, possession of which is usually punishable by up to 7 years in prison, may suppress a region of the brain known as the amygdala, which is responsible for fear. It is thought that the past painful incidents are frequently at the root of drinking problems. By suppressing the amygdala, MDMA may allow some patients to confront their past and come to terms with their experience without becoming overwhelmed, thus leading to less consumption. I don't think, and I'm not an expert. Never done MDMA or ecstasy, none of that stuff. Never, not that I'm aware of, at least. But I don't think it's on one of those like those super highly addictive things, you know? I don't think it is. I mean, everything is addictive. I like cheese. I don't think I'm addicted to it, but you know, I can see how things could become addicting. And I'm sure that's the concern when you get to this, the rest of the study is the fact that, okay, well, we've helped you with your alcoholism. Now we have a problem. Now we have an ecstasy issue that we need to confront. No, what are we going to try? Let's try fentanyl. Like, no, like it seems like a slippery slope. But hey, if the study continues and all of a sudden you have this literally magic pill that can help people with severe alcoholism, why not? A little MDMA trip. It'll be fine. Confront that fear. Move on. Become stronger, better, healthier. All the stuff. You just hope the slope isn't too slippery. Doing Zoom stuff is all the rage these days. You know, we talked yesterday about that story out in California about the school board who had a Zoom meeting. You know, having a Zoom conference amongst the school board. School board meeting was televised on Zoom, but they sent the link out to parents, and parents jumped on before the meeting started, and they overheard the people on the school board saying, "Fuck these parents! They just want their babysitters back so they can stay home and smoke pot," and all the school board has to resign. All that stuff. So Zoom has been used for many good things. I think a lot of people who used to like to hold meetings all the time realize you don't have to be in person for all of them. Wish my former company would have figured that shit out, but we're a tad behind the times. They were tad behind. Anyway, so Zoom is becoming this major thing. The story again is from the Daily Mail. A father-to-be suddenly died at home in the middle of an online martial arts class while his pregnant wife sat upstairs. Paul Smits practiced martial arts 3 or 4 times a week from his home in Melbourne. And he suddenly died on Tuesday night. The instructor who was teaching the 34-year-old via Zoom during a 5-day lockdown across Victoria saw him collapse and called emergency services and his wife. Mr. Smith's younger sister told Daily Mail Australia that by the time the pregnant wife ran downstairs, it was too late. So imagine that. Obviously he had a trainer, martial arts trainer, and they have to do it via Zoom because they're on a lockdown. Dude's there. His wife's upstairs. He's just like, "Oh, honey, I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to knock out this class. It's an hour long, whatever. Get my skills right." He's on Zoom with his instructor, and dude drops dead. Like, imagine that. Imagine you're that instructor, and you're like, "Bro, dude, are you okay?" I'm not saying that if it hadn't been for the lockdown and the dude was like in a classroom setting with his instructor and others, and an incident like that happens during class, that he's probably still alive today. There's people around, and whatever, they can perform CPR, whatever happened. But he's alone, downstairs, probably in the basement. So everybody will get pushed to, go to the basement. On Zoom. With his coach, with his trainer. Poof. Falls down. Dude's like, I can't reach through the screen. I can't reach through the screen and help you. Call the emergency services. Call the wife. It's fucking wild, man. Again, I'm not saying if it wasn't for the fact that they were in lockdown that this wouldn't have happened. I'm just saying, in theory, if he's in a classroom with a bunch of other people, help can be asserted much quicker. It's a facts of life. It's facts of life, people. Tom Brady's speaking out for the first time since the big Super Bowl parade in which he was caught on video. Not caught on video. There was many different angles of the toss of the Lombardi trophy from his boat to Gronk's boat, which is behind him. Obviously, they did this parade in Tampa on the water, which is freaking cool. By the way, it's been 2 weeks since the Super Bowl. 22 or 25,000 people in the stands, many more outside during pregame shows. The Super Bowl party or parade, thousands and thousands of people out. No major rise in COVID cases. Must be all that vitamin D they get because of the sunshine, right? I would say. Anyway, there was a big blowout, big controversy because Tom Brady took the Lombardi trophy and threw it over open water Gronk didn't catch it. It was Gronk was on the boat, but he was the one that caught it. But they caught it. It was safe. Everything was okay. So according to the story, Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Tom Brady commented for the first time on his legendary Lombardi trophy toss to tight end Cameron Brate. That's who caught it. During the team's Super Bowl boat parade. Brady, a 7-time Super Bowl champion, posted an 8-bit version of himself on Instagram. Brady was shown tossing the trophy while on the boat, and he had some fun with the comment on the photo. Brady said in his Instagram story post, "Riskiest pass I threw all season." He then added 2 laughing face emojis. It's great. It is. It's like an old school 8-bit, like Super Tecmo Bowl from back in the 80s. It's great. And it shows him tossing. It's hilarious. It was the first comment Brady made about the trophy toss since the daughter of the silversmith at Tiffany & Company, who crafted the very first Lombardi trophy, demanded an apology from Brady. "I demand," she said, "I personally would like an apology, not just to me, but to my family, to the other silversmiths, and to the fans, all the football fans, the other team and players." This was the daughter of the guy who crafted the original Lombardi trophy. She wants an apology from Tom Brady for treating it with such disrespect. Nobody has any idea what that trophy goes through. Like, you see it after the Super Bowl and the game's done and all the guys are touching it and they're kissing it. And this is before COVID, back when we can do crazy shit like that. Back when it was okay. But you don't know what happens to it afterwards. It's probably not the worst thing that's ever happened to a Lombardi trophy. It's just the first time we've seen it happen. So they're tossing around the locker room. I'm sure some have been broken. I'm sure it's happened. I would like an apology to my family, to the fans of football. It doesn't look like, according to the story as I go on, doesn't look like she's going to be getting an apology from Brady anytime soon, especially after he already shared his thoughts on the toss on Instagram with that "riskiest pass I threw all season" comment. Oh, people, just looking for a reason to be mad. Tom Brady. I mean, I get if it was like Gronk and he was going to spike it, that you could be a little pissed, be like, "Oh my gosh, he could have broken it." But no, goat throws it. Okay, so it was over open water, and it looked like he maybe had a couple of cocktails. No harm, no foul, though. No harm, no foul. Dude caught it. And even if he wouldn't have caught it, people are going in after that. It's going to be recovered. It just fell into some water. It's gotten champagne and beer and Jägermeister spilled on it already. Could use a little washing. Yeah. C-dubs. Now, I think they keep them. I think they make a new one every year. Go to Lambeau Field. They have the 4 Lombardi trophies from Super Bowls that the Packers have won. So I think they just make a new one every year. Engrave it. Yeah. Man, I miss football already. Crazy. Only several months to wait. Oh, let's see. So many stories out there, so many things to cover. So many people are mad. Just so many people are mad. Perhaps this will make you mad. Perhaps this will lead to more dislikes on this video on YouTube or on the Facebook if you're watching on Facebook Live. We talked about getting Fauci'd. Maybe we're all getting Fauci'd, but not Fauci'd. Maybe just effed in another way. Some Axios. Fauci said Americans wearing masks in 2020 is a possibility. 2022. Masking could still be a thing. Double masking, triple masking. Where we at, Fauci? Where we at? Americans wearing face masks in 2022 is possible. NIAID Director Anthony Fauci told CNN State of the Union on Sunday. Wearing masks will likely be part of our new normal for longer than we think. Even as vaccinations wrap up across the country, the CDC advises you should still wear a mask, avoid crowds, and wash your hands, even after receiving 2 doses of the coronavirus vaccine. So, let me get this straight. I'm trying to get this figured out. So we got this vaccine rolling out, and you get the vaccine. If you're into that kind of thing, I'm going to pass. Even though you have it, or maybe you got both doses, you still will have to, if you decide to follow along with the narrative, you will still have to social distance and wear a mask and avoid large crowds, even afterwards. Okay. That doesn't give many people who are on the fence any incentive to want to, like, wait, so it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter either way. I still have to, and they still have to, even if you've had it. We had Ryan Patrick on here. He had it. But you still have to follow the same. Okay. Into 2022 is a possibility. Okay. I just wonder when we start asking some more questions. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Natural immunity. Well, I get it. Just seems like the can's being kicked down and everybody's like, oh, yeah, normal will come back as soon as we all get it. As soon as we all take it, we're all going to go back to normal. It's going to be great. Normal's going to be awesome. C-dubs will be back in school. Life will be grand. Not so fast. People of the United States of America, not so fast. We will keep you socially distanced. We will keep you away from large crowds, and we will keep you wearing masks. TFN, as they say, till further notice. Not buying it. Not buying it. And it just the beard, I got this. You can't cover this up, man. This is patience and grace, and not Captain Coops. Sorry, Captain Coops. That's my beard company. In case anybody was wondering why I keep on shouting out Captain Coops. That's the beard company. I got beard products. If you know anybody that's got a beard in your family, CaptainCoops.com. Get you that glory. Tough to see behind the microphone. Get you that. Get you all that. It covers the beard. And that's too much of an investment. Anyway. Have you seen this story yet? Because I have been so against, this again, if you watch the show, we just go through different shit. We go through all the stories. these gender reveal things that became popular several years ago. Used to be with large gatherings, like we're going to get all of our family and friends over, and we're gonna have a big explosion, and we're gonna let you know what gender baby we're gonna have. I'm not sure why I got an accent on that, but maybe it seems like a Southern thing. We're gonna blow some shit up, let you know what gender of our baby is. Which maybe we shouldn't do that now. We can't have gender reveal parties. But then it became like a virtual thing. When COVID lockdowns, people just say, "Oh, we'll just do it, and we'll put it online." You know what I'm saying? And you've seen a bunch of videos. There's been videos out of people just getting like sprayed with different shit. They're like, it's like trap shooting. They're throwing shit in the air. Wow, it's a boy. Bah! Getting pegged in the eye, getting injured. No bueno. And then tragedy strikes. And it sucks that it had to come to this. It sucks that this stupid idea, this stupid trend was even a thing in the first place, but it came to this. It came down to somebody had to die. Somebody had to die, and hopefully that will be the end of these gender reveal massive stupidity things. Please let it be the end. Story from BuzzFeed News. Christopher Peakney, 28-year-old father-to-be from New York, died after a device he was building for his child's gender reveal party exploded, according to authorities. The New York State Police responded to reports of an explosion at a residence in the town of Liberty at 11:55 a.m. on Sunday. Authorities said that the gender reveal device that he was building exploded, killing him and injuring his 27-year-old brother. The state police and its bomb disposal unit are investigating the incident. Authorities did not specify what kind of device Peakney was building for the party. And a state police spokesperson told BuzzFeed News on Monday, currently there are no charges pending. This wasn't the first time. Apparently, it wasn't the first time. Last September, a firefighter in California died while battling a massive wildfire sparked by a pyrotechnic device used at a family's gender reveal event. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Everybody's super excited that you're having a baby. It's the greatest thing ever. But blowing shit up, this dude died putting together a apparently explosive device, which I'm guessing was going to shoot a specific color into the air and let you know and everybody know they were going to have a boy or a girl. Got a firefighter in California dying last September because of a wildfire that was started due to sparks caused by a pyrotechnic device used at a family's gender reveal event. That was the El Dorado fire, burned more than 19,000 acres, destroying houses and forcing hundreds to flee their homes. You've got to stop. You've got to stop. Find a better way. Confetti can. It was something. People are doing all sorts of shit. It's not just one specific, like, I'm going to build this and this. It's a bunch of stuff. A bunch of things. I saw people like tying like two things to the back of two horses, and then the horses pull it apart, and then big poof of colored smoke in the air. Where are you at on that one, PETA? Yeah, fucking nowhere. Come on, people. Come on. Don't we have enough shit? Like, we're just dealing with enough shit. And you have to have people that need to tell the world the gender of their child. Now you have a child without a dad because they wanted to do that shit. Come on. Come on. Common sense. I know. It's super cool. Tragic story, man. Tragic. All because they wanted to have a big gender reveal party and, dude was in charge of, because come on, that wasn't his idea. He probably went to YouTube. Some other idiot. It wasn't his idea either, but he came up with a way to do it. This will be super cool. Not so cool now, is it, bud? Not so cool now. Ridiculous. We got to stop. We got to stop doing that shit. If you're invited to a gender reveal party, call that person out. Send them that story from BuzzFeed News. It's actually not just BuzzFeed. It's all over. Every news outlet I came across today and over the last day and a half, that story was on there. Send that story to them. Be like, do we really need to do this? Can we come up with a better way? And there are better ways. There are things that are less explosive, right? Like, oh, we have a balloon, and what's in the balloon? Like that. Okay. Pop the balloon. Ta-da! Great. That's just great. Go ahead. Do that. Explosives? Maybe save that idea. Maybe save that. Sad stuff, man. Sad stuff. Brazil is promoting getting vaccines. Brazil is doing this, all right? Unfortunately, they're using, no, I shouldn't say unfortunately, creatively. I'll start with creatively, and then I'll let you know why this is fucking stupid. They're using a mascot to promote getting your vaccine. They have a mascot in Brazil. Unfortunately, the mascot kind of looks like a KKK member. Kind of got a white hood thing going on. Like, how did that not clear several layers of checks and balances? Several individuals were recently seen in the costume. The mascot, which translates to little droplet, is being used to promote coronavirus vaccine in Brazil. A recently deleted tweet that sparked outrage said to the health ministry should have gone through several more levels of checks and approvals. Brazilians said they were very proud of Little Droplet and blamed the criticism on lack of cultural understanding. Yeah. Come on. Like, we need mascots now? Why? I don't understand. I understand why we need mascots promoting getting your vaccine. Little Droplet. Kind of looks like David Duke. But I digress. Coming up on an hour and a half, 90 minutes into the show. We did not have a guest for today. We're going to have George Dukas on, but he's in the middle of doing some writing, and he's got some studio time. So he was chatted with him a little bit yesterday or last night, and then again today. And he was going to try to get on, but got trapped in the studio. So hopefully we'll get him on later on this week, maybe tomorrow. We're not sure. But Jay Antoinette and Sean Whalen will be on at some point this week. Still working on the new times and all the new stuff, but really appreciate all your support and continuing to engage with the show. Everyone, C-Dubs, always on the YouTube. Got 100 subscribers now. Hopefully we stay at that. We'll check back in tomorrow, see if we lost anybody after today's rhetoric. Probably some pissed off soon-to-be parent that's like, I was going to blow some stuff up for my gender reveal, but now I'm not going to do it. It's this asshole. So we may be back down to the 90s by tomorrow. And that's okay. That's okay. We'll continue to grow. We'll continue to do the things that we need to do. Again, if you want to join the Patreon, you can do that. Again, just posted that in the comment section of all of the social media pages that we're being streamed on right now, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Please join the Patreon. We got 3 different tiers that you can join. I think we're going to add another level coming up here over the next couple of days. And if you want to be able to C-Dubs, peace. Thanks for always being a part of the show. Really appreciate it. We're going to be moving a whole bunch of stuff over there. A lot of video clips, a lot of audio, behind-the-scenes photos. We're going to give you exclusive access to things. We're actually working on some merch too. So we're going to do some hats because obviously I'm a hat dude, and a lot of cool stuff. But you'll only be able to access that if you join the Patreon, and that will be, again, that link is in the comment section on Facebook, on the Facebook page, and on YouTube and on Twitch. So feel free to jump on a tier and help us get started here as we continue to roll Cooperville Live. The stream will still be going out loud and proud on all of the formats currently. You'll just get more of the inside stuff if you join the Patreon. So I appreciate all of you for jumping on and being part of the show. Can we get some out music here? Let's jump on some tunes here cranked up as we bounce for the day. You got something? There we go. Little outro music to say goodbye. If you don't already follow me or the show on social media, at No Limit Cooper Official on Instagram, at No Limit Cooper _ on Twitter, and then welcome to Cooperville on all the other platforms. So follow, tell your friends. Be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central, which I believe is 7 a.m. in Malaysia. We're global. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll do this again tomorrow. Be a part of it. Thank you. Do the peace thing. There it is.